Hello and welcome everyone, Lionheart here, and today I've got some Total War Warhammer 2 gameplay footage for you guys. I was invited up to Creative Assembly's studio a couple of weeks ago to play what they've had as a demo at E3 recently. There was an easy and a hard mode. Obviously I played on hard, and it's the Battle at the Fallen Gates. Recorded it while I was at Creative Assembly, 1080p 60 FPS, and I've added my commentary to it afterwards. So I hope you enjoy this first look gameplay. Got to play, I really enjoyed it. I'll probably do a follow-up video to this soon with kind of my full impressions. I really enjoyed it. Obviously it felt very familiar from Warhammer 1, but getting a chance to get hands-on with the Lizardmen with dinosaurs was absolutely awesome. I hope you'll enjoy.
Survey your army and choose a formation. Then advance to the bridge.
Okay, so here we go. I've just paused the battle because I wanted to give an overview of the battlefield, the Battle of the Fallen Gates that we have here. Obviously, I am adding my commentary to this post-recording because I recorded this a couple of weeks ago at Creative Assembly Studio. And when I was recording this footage, I wasn't really playing the battle to the best of my ability. I was just in my mind thinking I want to try and get some good shots for you guys, highlight lots of features. Obviously, here we're taking a look at Kroq-Gar and his Hand of the Gods. And obviously his model nice and close up there. And yeah, I'll go through the units as we go through the battle. But for the next 3 or 4 minutes or so, I just kind of have a fly of the battlefield, highlight some of the units that we see at the Battle of the Fallen Gates. And hopefully you guys will enjoy what you see, this kind of first gameplay footage from me of Total War Warhammer 2. But yeah, as I said, commentary is being added to this afterwards. And when I was recording it, I was doing so with, you know, getting some nice panning shots and slow-mos for you guys to take a look at. So I hope you'll enjoy it. I don't know when I'll get a chance to get hands-on and record some more Total War Warhammer 2, but hopefully it won't be too long. So yeah, just panning across a couple of the elven units, some of the archers at the back here, slowing the camera down, just get a couple of pans, and we'll fly over the unit. So yeah, drop some comments down in the comment section. Let me know if you like what you see. In terms of graphic settings, I think everything was ramped pretty much up to Ultra, but unit size was on large rather than Ultra. That I do know. So we've got that Eagle Bolt Thrower there, which looks absolutely awesome. We're going to take a look at the White Lions in a minute. You can see them off to the top right of the screen. And if you haven't already checked out my interview with the campaign design lead, Jim Whitston, and then you can find that linked in the description as well, and that hopefully will answer a fair few of your questions as well. God, yeah, these units look absolutely awesome. The kind of ornate armor they have and those lions on their shoulders, they're like pauldrons, look absolutely awesome. Another bolt thrower. And the Elven force here is staggered back. I don't know if this is specifically like going to be a quest battle in the game, Battle of the Fallen Gate. I think actually it is a quest battle for Kroq-Gar, if I'm remembering correctly. So you can see that these silver helms have martial prowess there, giving them some bonus buffs and stats and what have you. But yes, it's set up quite nicely. The aim is to obviously stop the elves at the Fallen Gates. and kind of extra kind of objectives reveal themselves as we go through the battle. So more of the white lions at the back here, archers in front, and they have their elven general there as well. But yeah, these guys look awesome. When I was talking in my interview, the dev did mention that graphically they feel it's a step up, but the system requirements should be the same or very similar to Warhammer 1. So hopefully that's just a sign of, you know, extra tweaks and optimizations they've been able to make. So this is their leader, their general for the army, a prince. So like just that shield, the detail on the shield, and just the colors and the gold looks absolutely awesome. And then obviously flying around back down the steps here to the initial force, we can see my force, which we'll just go through now. So obviously we've got Krokgar with various abilities, Rod of the Storm, magical damage, and he has Cold-Blooded, which replenishes the hit points of combatants at a cost of speed and melee attack reduction. And there's also these new army abilities, which we've got Feral Cold Ones. You can use them 3 times in a battle, and we'll use that later on. He's got pretty good weapon strength, Cold-Blooded ability, which we've obviously looked at, Rod of the Storm, Frenzy, Immune Psychology, Encourage, causes terror, causes fear, siege attacker, and missile resistance. And he's already in a frenzy right now. We've got 2 units of Saurus Spears with shields, Krokgar, and then we've got a Feral Bastillodon. So yeah, that's Primal Instincts is their rampage. So when their hit points go down, it's basically like the Berserk on elephants that we saw in previous Total Wars. So they'll kind of go out of control and do lots of damage. Feral Bastillodon here, look at his face, beautiful. And a Feral Stegodon, and I think I get some really nice slow-mo charge of these guys going into the enemy line here, so just kind of zooming in, getting some nice shots. Bonus versus infantry, armor piercing. So let's start this battle up past Lionheart, and let's go forward. So I'm just going to move my Saurus Spears forward to the start of the bridge. And then the Feral Stegodon, Bastillodon, I've group attack them. And then I changed my mind. Still grouped, but just sending them after the Spearmen. Now, it's obviously not a great idea sending them into Spearmen, but you will see the strength of these dinosaurs very, very soon. And that even sort of traditional anti-charge, as it were, with Spearmen won't stop them. So we put a Rod of the Storm down as well with Krokgar, got him charging in and try and blast apart these Elven Spearmen. In we go. So I don't think I slow-mo, I just catch them as they go in. So there's a Stegodon there, and Krokgar leaps in. He's got some really cool animations. There's a magical bolt being blasted in there as well. In comes the Feral Bastillodon. He's got that big kind of club hammer tail, so you'll see the units, they'll use their tails as well to do attacks as such, which is really cool. Yeah, so he's slamming down there. But Krokgar is just awesome. So I'm now moving in with the Saurus Spears as well, sending them forward, stuck in. So I'm now using my army ability, which I've got 3 uses. These units don't stay with you after the battle, so they disappear, so they're kind of summon only during a battle. So Feral Cold Ones into the back of these archers, leaping in. I'm sure there's going to be lots of funny videos made with just dinosaurs acting weird. And I'm healing up those Saurus Spears. So I've got some reinforcements that come in, so just trying to pause here and take a look at them. We've got the Skink Skirmishers that have come on in. They've got poison attack. They can fire while moving, hide in forest. So we've got 2 units of that. I've just caught that at the perfect time. His tongue zapped right out. Brilliant. And then we have 2 Bastillodons with solar engines on. So laser beams are here. So these should be good fun. Armor piercing melee as well. And they've got the beam of Totek from their solar engines. So I'm going to bring these guys in. So I'm moving up with the Skinks and the Bastillodons, grouping them up and moving them behind my main force. Those feral cold ones. They've rampaged now. I'm going to end up calling it berserk, I'm sure, because that's essentially what the ability is, I feel anyway. So Swordmasters of Hoeth were there. That initial force on the bridge. I'm just going to pop another Rod of the Storm on these archers at the back. So there we go. So the first kind of objective, kill or rout the elven units on the bridge. We have succeeded, so we now have to ascend to the fallen gates and kill the elven mages. So there'll be 2 elven mages that will kind of appear now, and we have to kill them. And there is a timer for this battle, which I didn't realise when I first played this. And yeah, it comes down pretty close at the end.
Combine your forces and advance on the fallen gates.
So here we go. The rest of my army is here. And we've got Saurus warriors with shields. We've got Temple Guard as well at the end that we're flying up to see right now. Here we go. Temple Guard, my elite infantry units.
Use missile or magical units to bring it down.
But as we've just heard, a Sun Dragon has appeared, and there are many dragons now in Total Warhammer 2, and they also have things called breath attacks. So not only can they do their regular attacks, but also it's a castable ability to blast down, in this case, fiery fury out of its mouth. Again, more on that in my interview with Jim Whitston. Again, it's linked in the description. So a couple of my units here, my Feral Stegodon, Bastillodon are off rampaging, as are my cold ones, Feral Cold ones, so need to sort that out. I've actually been given a couple of Cold One Riders, which I've just grouped as number 7, and I'm sending them out to the flanks there. So I'm kind of like, I don't have any control over those Feral Bastillodon or Stegodon right now because they are ramp. But this is where they've got that Eagle Bolt Thrower.
Elven bolt throwers have a perfect position to fire.
Thank you, advisor. Perfect timing. So here's that Sun Dragon. I'm trying to target it with my Bastillodons with the solar engines on. Krotgar is going up there. I mean, he's unsupported. I'm just sending him in because I'm trying to help out that poor old... I don't know if it's the Stegodon or the Bastillodon over there, actually. See, there's that breath attack from the Sun Dragon. It is the Stegodon over on that left side. But we're bringing my other units. Trying to pull Krotgar back. And actually, I played this battle a couple of times. I played it on hard every time. There was an easier or hard mode because this is the same demo that's available at E3. Oh, and you can see the Sun Dragon actually picked up Krotgar and threw him back there. But in come those solar engine shots. But yeah, I found it was actually quite useful to use his heal on himself to bring his health back up. So here we go, we're firing with the solar engines here. Zap. I didn't actually try to see if you could manually fire them. I don't know if you can do that, but they're doing a massive amount of damage to that Sun Dragon. Yeah, I didn't actually check to see if you could manually fire them. I have a feeling possibly no, because you can't manually fire a Luminarch, right? Or maybe you can, but I imagine they're the same premise as a Luminarch. I don't think I've ever tried manually firing a Luminarch. But yeah, the Stegodon, the Bastillodon, pretty solid, but you do need to support them, but they can do a lot of damage. And again, I see the archers here not being supported, so I'm summoning in with my army ability the Feral Cold ones, and I'm just going to throw them in the back. Someone needs to make a Chris Pratt meme of controlling these guys, and they launch themselves in. Elves flying everywhere. They look like having a great time. And they've also got that purple electricity around them to signify that they're summoned. Get some slow-mo as more elven archers get wrecked. Oh, and that Sun Dragon's still up. Krotgar, though, is taking a fair bit of damage because he's being hit by the Elven Bolt Thrower. And I still haven't moved in with my main force yet. They're all moving up. This is just my initial force that I've kind of got here. So we've got the Skinks. They are on skirmish mode, so that's why they're kind of retreating now. I've realised that. Turn them off. See the cavalry coming in, though. And as I said, my main force is now arriving. Green poison dart trails there. In we go. Again, I love Krotgar. He leaps up and jumps in there. Or rather, Krotgar's Carnosaur. Which, is it Grimlock? See that Sun Dragon using its breath attack again, but I should be able to tear it down with my Skinks. Will my Skinks be able to get it? Or will it manage to escape? It's only got 218 health left, but it is definitely broken out. It's not coming back. A couple of units rampaging at the top there. I believe that is Last of my Saurus spears. Trying to reform. We've got 8 minutes left on the clock. I really hope they do a kind of behind-the-scenes video on the voice acting for the lizard men, because if it's anything like the craziness they had for the Gobbos, I imagine it's going to be really, really good. So I'm moving up with my Temple Guard and my Saurus warriors on the flanks here. Bringing up my forces, sort of quite staggered, but as you can see, I'm now grabbing all of them and just throwing them forward, because that's where the main Elven force is at this point. So we've got to ascend to the Fallen Gate and kill the Elven Mages. The Elven Mages haven't appeared yet, because we haven't got far enough up the hill. That poor old feral Bastiladon has taken quite the pounding. The Stegodon is off on its own. It's rampaging away. Though I have realised that my solar engines are just going forward here. I don't think they can actually get line of sight, so they kept on going. So they still got ammunition, but I just, in the end, target them there. Blast off a little bit. But yeah, those are going to be good fun. But yeah, the battle seemed to run really well. This was recorded at 1080p, 60 FPS. Obviously, I didn't have an FPS counter or anything like that I could see in-game, but it seemed to be running really nicely. But I don't think we've got to worry too much about optimization and how well it will run and things like that, in terms of it's going to run the same as Warhammer 1, if not slightly better, I would imagine. I've got more reinforcements in here, the Pterodons.
The Elven Mages have left the Fallen Gate and are vulnerable to attack.
So, Pterodon Riders with the Fire Leech, they're like bombs, I think they've got. Oh, Bolas, they're their bombs, basically. So again, Elves have charged on down their hill here, the White Lions. I'm just throwing everything I can into them to stop them. The Silver Helm Cavalry is being really annoying. And the Elven Mages have appeared now, which kind of triggers those Pterodon Riders to appear. And I'm just melee attacking now with my solar engines. Krotgar, he's still up in there. He's doing a lot of damage. Sending in my my Cold One Spear Riders, I should say. So here are the two Elven Mages which I've got to kill. And their chariots. So we've got to kill them for victory, and we've got 5 minutes, 5.5 minutes to go. So we've got bombs. You can see on our unit ability to the left. So I'm now trying to target those mages. Krotgar really taking a pounding there, and I'm just trying to get all my units up to try and help him out, try and pull him out of there. Trying to target these guys now. And I decided for whatever reason to drop my bombs there, and there's a cool like spell that's just been set off there. I don't know if anyone can recognize that, but it summons like a firebird, or I don't know if it's meant to be a dragon or whatever, but then it just scorches a path forward. It looks really cool, so it's going to be great for like destroying lines. Anyway, in the middle, we've finally got my forces moving forward. We've broken the cavalry. We are going after that Elven Prince, trying to tear him down. Krotgar is still alive. He's just very low on health, and I'm trying to pull him back behind my line. Pterodon Riders, as I said, I dropped those bombs in completely empty space. Bit of a waste, really. The Stegodon, Feral Stegodon, is still going, so I'm going to send it back on in against those mages, trying to catch those mages. They will actually, I found a lot of the time, battles that I played, I don't know if it's just the AI coding for them or just because of the type of unit they are, but they did try to kite away from my units for most of the battle once they were in. They really didn't want to get caught. I've thrown Krotgar back in, but he's only got 640 health. Actually, maybe I lose him in this battle. Maybe I lose Krotgar. He breaks. We'll see, he's in the middle, he might disappear. I can't remember because I played quite a few battles. No, he's still alive, but he's withdrawing now. So we're trying to go after these mages. You can see the solar engine there firing a blast right into a mage. And again, because I was just... This was the very first battle I played. Again, a fire whirlwind there. Spell. Can't remember what that one's called. But, yeah, because it was the first time I was playing through it. It was like just all over the place, just going, units, dinosaurs, awesome. Oh, there we got that Firebird spell going off again. So, I think it was maybe at this point that I suddenly realised, oh, I've got 3 minutes left, and I've got to kill these elven mages. So I think I finally kick it in gear and go, you know what, I'm gonna finish the objective here. It's not about actually killing the whole army, it's just about taking out those elven mages. Or we lose. So just throwing my units to try and knock away some of these elven units that have remained. The prince is pretty low, but those 2 mages have still got a lot of health. So they're throwing down their missile attack. Still got cavalry down here. Krokgar has completely broken at this point. He's gone. He's out of there for now. Just trying to see away these archers that have refused to break. Oh, there we go. Units at the top all break. It's now just down to these mages. Trying to take them out. Elven army has been defeated, and we have just under 2 minutes to do it. Solar engine, close range there, point blank pretty much. Gets a good amount of damage off on that elven mage. There's still this one at the back, which I've sent my pterodons onto. And there we go. The mage actually just explodes in this big poof of blue smoke when you take it out. So now I've just got to focus on the final mage, so we should be able to do it. And this is when I was definitely like, uh-oh, I've got 1:20 left. Am I going to be able to do it? Especially because their chariot, if they can get away from me, they can get away pretty quickly, because I've not got much to chase after it. But I'm just throwing all my units in here just to try and tie it down. Throwing in their kind of fire bombs. Fire leech bowlers. There we go. Feral Stegodon, Feral Bastiladon, going after it. It's getting away from me. Trying to catch it. Trying to target it with my solar engines, thinking if I can get one more shot, we should wipe it out. Stegodon wants it down. But it is running away. I'm just hoping that these solar engines are going to charge up and fire a bolt. And I think they are right now. Oh no, it's the Stegodon that gets it. Beautiful. Guys, victory at the last second. I hope you've enjoyed. So, until the next one, don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. Follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Take pride on the Legion. Check out my affiliates and sponsors. XMG, Greenman Gaming, Overclockers UK, and MSI. Until the next one, ciao for now.